My apologies, everyone, for being off my game as of late. Had a lot going on. Not just what you heard with the car. I really got to get this suspension redone. But when you lost someone you considered a parent, it affects you. You even know that they're gone before anyone tells you they're gone, and that's what happened to me. So it totally threw me off my game. So I regained my focus, and I'm going to bring it back. And here we go. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, the 2nd of June, 2025. Oh, excuse me, 2nd of July, 2025. A lot of stuff at work, a lot of stuff going on. And so I'm a little off, been a little off. Had some other stuff going on. Gave you a little preview right there. I'm going to be trying to incorporate things like that more and more onto the channel, make things more exciting. Now, you want to talk about exciting. And some of it's in a good way, some of it not. We had Link to go into, should I call it receivership? Don't really have a term off the top of my head for it, but basically Link to this company, people who are in that traditional finance mindset all the time, said, okay, I don't want to get in crypto, but I'll get into the company with the crypto, and not understanding how it really works. And now don't forget, Ripple's a private company, you can't really get shares, so shares have to be put on special purpose vehicles, it's called in the finance world. And this special purpose vehicle is essentially you buy into a pool, basically, and there's a certain amount of shares in there. Now, Brad stopped the shares. You can do that. Private companies, so you can do that. Stop shares from going into Link 2. That was a couple years ago, but now Link 2 is having problems, and here's the thing. I'm not going to get too into that. What I am going to get into, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that scares the traditional finance people. So while we have all this good news regarding ETFs, there's also the bad side. And until people develop a sense of trust within this entire crypto environment, once they know who they can trust and who they cannot, they're going to stick to traditional companies that, rightly or wrongly, they trust, such as BlackRock. So with BlackRock being BlackRock, Aladdin, and allegedly there's another more powerful AI that they use. It's just a very difficult situation for these traditional finance people. They have not taken the leap. I'm not going to say they can't mentally, but I presume some of them cannot take the leap of actually buying an asset. That's just not their world. They want to be able to make a dividend income off of it, and they have no clue of staking, what staking is. They don't understand even some of the traditional finance vehicles where you borrow against. They are constantly just looking for dividend income streams, because that's what they do. Dividend incomes. They try to get a lot of it. They try to do other things to write off and mitigate their taxes. That's their entire world. We operate differently here, in not just on this channel, but with the ISO coins. So that being said, Link 2, I'm not going to berate them. I don't know exactly, I don't have all the details, but I'm of the opinion that it may or may not, well, I should say it this way, while it may or may not turn into something big, the effect of it is not so much the financial, but on the psychology of the greater crypto market for certain investors. For people who've been in this for a while, water on a duck, as they say, it just rolls right off you. and you then you move on. Yeah, see, that's how we do it. Now, all that being said, Link 2 does have a huge effect. Now, let's get back to Wyoming, because this is how we have to start thinking now. We have to think as a business. I have said this many times on the channel. You gotta think like a business. You are a business. You are a company. Or at least that's how you should mentally approach these things. This is how you should operate as a company. You are the portfolio fund manager for your company. In other words, your household budget. You are the person that does all this stuff. Now, I just want to make sure I'm not getting set up here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I see what he's doing. Yeah, okay. Now, you've got to be cognizant that some people may know you own crypto, and somebody could slow down in front of you, and then you get rear-ended by somebody else. That's an old scam done in New York, and quite frankly, this guy, that's an old scam done in New York. So you got to be cognizant of how bad guys are going to try to hurt you and take your crypto. And that ties into what we mentioned or discussed yesterday about certain things I got to be very careful of talking about on this channel, such as personal safety issues. So definitely Patreon will be worked on. There's certain things that are getting worked out, so that this way I'll have more time, and from there we'll be able to have some videos, some instructional videos. Now, that being said, I got this guy riding me. Yeah, you gotta be careful, you gotta be cognizant of this stuff, people. It may seem like paranoia, but when you have something that in 5 years is gonna be life-changing, don't trust any of these people. Now, get back to what's going on with everything else. Yeah, so the Patreon's going to be done. People, I have the link tree up. I had one buyer. It is what it is. My buddy from work, my guy there, he loves it. He loves that coffee thingy, tumbler, and I think it's great. And so I'm not going to be taking that down anytime soon. I just like that I offer it to everyone. So we are definitely developing this channel into something where it pays for itself, because we have to do things this way nowadays. Anyway, let's move on from that. Now, we've discussed these ETFs and in Europe, ETPs, and how these people think. And there are a couple other things I just want to touch on. Trezor, still my favorite hardware wallet, is now experimenting with having XLM on it. Now, when they say experimenting, I find that to be an interesting term, because unusual activity today, ladies and gentlemen. Road closure. Short version is Trezor. Definitely my favorite hardware wallet. I think they're starting to come around. So everyone, if you have a Trezor, I'm not going to tell you what to buy. I'm not giving you shopping advice. I'm just telling you it's my favorite hardware wallet. The fact that they are bringing in XLM, I see as a great thing. If you have Q&T on Ethereum, you can store it on there. You, of course, can store XRP. And the fact that they're experimenting with XLM is a great sign. Hopefully, they'll bring some other things within the greater chains. Like, we'd love to see Axelar on there, because Axelar is working so closely with XRP, and well, I don't want to spoil it. So huge shout out to Maximus Crypto, Black Roo. Definitely give their channels a follow. And matter of fact, Jesse at Apex Crypto Consulting, NFA, as well. Because they discuss how this greater market works. So what I would like to see Trezor have, Axelar on there, Zabek on there, Evernote on there, Zahao on there. Let's see. Now that's just in the XRP greater ecosystem. That ties into XRP and QT. But also, let's get some Stronghold on there, some Velo on there, or Velo, however it's pronounced. Let's try to get some of that onto the Trezor wallet as well. Keep it up, Trezor. You're heading in the right direction. So if you guys have Trezor, consider putting at least a nominal amount of your XLM there in order to show your interest in them pursuing this. So just want to bring that up. Now, I mentioned Wyoming, and now I want to hit on that. That person almost hit my rear left quarter. Interesting. Now, one more thing I want to hit on is that with the Wyomings, understand that a trust could serve you well. Now, one of the things I want to get into, probably on the Patreon once I launch it, I'll give you a taste of it here, is how you can do the buy, borrow, die. Look up buy, borrow, die. Probably on Investopedia. That may be the best spot to look it up. But in any case, start considering that. And one of the things about that is that you can use life insurance in this. Now, one of the things with life insurance that you can do is index universal life. Now, when you do index universal life, you can borrow against it. Now, for lots more information on that, I suggest you give a follow to Doug Andrew. And there's another couple of them. I have to get to them so I can recommend them. I definitely got to... that's going to be a long thing. I think we're going to have to put all these guys in the description of this video. But these guys are experts in their field, you know, and you're going to want to look at the possibility of some life insurance vehicle within your personal entity and or a trust entity, an LLC entity, what have you. There are plenty of entities. Wyoming offers the ability to set up so many various types of structures with all of their entities that they offer. So I just want to make everyone aware of that. So definitely start looking into Wyoming entities, ladies and gentlemen, and consider everything when it comes to that, because goodness gracious, there's just so many ways to go with that. So it takes a lot of thought. So take advantage of this slow market. Right now, yeah, we're choppy, but it is what it is. So we're going to be slow probably for another week or so. Try to get a better understanding of these things, and then from there, make your moves. Definitely consult the experts, and basically that's it. So remember, stick it to the man, not to each other. Be good to each other, and peace.